everybody, Stefano Gaming here. Hey, Spider Fox, good to see you early. Very, very fancy. Indeed, quite exciting. So this stream is also going to be a little bit exciting too, actually. Oh, excuse me, fucking drinking soda right now, and I'm fucking drinking it too fast again. So for this stream, if I'm correct, we have 3 more main bosses to add. And then I think we can start on room generation, which is like really exciting because that's basically like the last step before I can release this giant massive update. Which is basically like a re-release of the entire game. And then once we do that, then we can start doing like weekly updates constantly on Steam, and it'll be getting like hella support and a bunch of new shit. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, so we're getting like really close. Like really, really close to the finish line. So, like to the point where we can probably finish this giant update within 2 weeks, probably. Maybe even sooner if we like work on it really, really hard. So that is like super duper exciting. But yeah, so super good news, very exciting. And yeah, so we're gonna get a head start and start working on some of those bosses. So first, I'm just gonna duplicate the Shadow Seeker. I'm just gonna call it the Crusher Bot. And we're just gonna, you know, remove the animations, replace them with the correct ones for this enemy. So we're gonna go to here. We're gonna go find the Crusher Bot's walking animation. Let's go find that really quick. And we can listen to banger Stefano Gaming music in the background. Pretty epic. Alright, let's see. I'm looking through these assets really quick. Trying to find that damn Crusher Bot sprites. There he is. There's that motherfucker. Okay, if I'm correct. So if I'm pretty sure his walking was literally just this. One sec, let's show us. Oh yeah, no, I think it was his walking is literally just this. Okay, so because his walking is so basic, we're gonna do a tiny bit of like a update-ish thing to him. Okay, so this is a very small change, but we're basically just making it where it looks a little bit more like he's actually stomping. So like he kind of actually moves instead of just like flipping. Obviously later on, once we do the like giant boss retexturing thing where we like, you know, rework how shit in a bosses look and how they function and all that stuff, then we'll, you know, that'll obviously be way easier because, you know, or not way easier, but it'll look way better. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so actually we're gonna swap these. There we go. Yep, so that's for when he like slams down and then like pops back up. Okay, and then for the teleport, that is when we pull out the little shadow looking thing. Which is this right here. Okay, and so we're just gonna get rid of these. And so I know right now you might look at this and be like, what the fuck even is that? Like, what the hell? But trust me, it has its reasonings. So basically, it's gonna be a lower opacity, so it's gonna look kind of like a shadow on the floor. And then it's going to stay here at this first frame. So it's going to be like tiny shadow. And then once it is like on the player for long enough, it will play the animation really quickly. The shadow will get bigger and then he'll slam back down and do this animation where it, you know, slams back down. And then also once we add the effects like the smoke and sound effects and shit, it looks a lot better. Trust. That was one thing that I did with this this boss is I made a bunch of little special effects to like really carry his animations to make them look like super duper fancy. Oh no. As a person once said, if there's a hole, there's a goal. And apparently that seems to be your motto. Alright, so now we're just gonna go to the bosses. And the nice thing is the way we have this set up, is it makes it like a lot easier to add in like bosses with special type of effects like this. So we're gonna give this guy like an orangish color. It's like a pumpkin color right there. Just gonna rename this to Crusher Bot. Okay, and so for this we can delete that because we don't need that. New players in collision with Crusher Bot. Crusher Bot. Crusher Bot. Alright, so we have this already, which is basically, you know, if they touch the player while they're doing their normal walking, then yippee, they take damage. However, we're going to swap that to this. Over here, we'll do this, and then we'll invert it. So then it'll damage them if it's doing its slam down, and it'll damage them if it also does its walking. Alright, so we have that. For this, we don't need that. For this, we don't need that either. Alright. And for this, we just basically gotta take the... actually, we can kind of just do this, actually, because this guy's a little bit simpler. Because he doesn't really teleport, he kind of just goes to you anyway. So let's say he moves at, let's do like 180. And then we'll have, we'll duplicate this actually. And we'll say if the animation is teleport, which is in this case his, like jumping in the air. To do that, change the opacity set to, let's do like 60, so that the shadow is still noticeable. Okay, so then he'll have iframes while he's in the air. And then we don't want him to have iframes during that, so that we can replace that actually. We can get rid of that. For this, we can also do this, set as to 255. Okay. Actually, we can toss these into here, actually. There we go. And then we can get rid of that. Okay. Then, once we got... can go to here. Do this, do this, do this. Okay, and then for the sound effect, we have to do the big slam thing. Just gotta go find the sound effect. I assume it's a thing here named Stomp. Let's test it out. Yep, that's definitely it. Sorry for your ears if that was like incredibly loud, which I can imagine it probably was. Alright. And then we can go into here. We can basically just copy paste this. Switch it to appear, and then we can just remove this. And so when he's in this one, we're gonna have him move at 300 pixels per second, so he moves like way, way faster. Okay. I also really quickly want to adjust his point of origin stuff really quick. Okay. Okay. Alright, that should be good. Switch that. There we go. Alright, so now. So when he's walking, he moves towards me. Nice, nice, nice. Sweet. Okay. So far this looks good. And so then we'll go into this really quick. Change that and change that. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so now all we have to do is if the Crusher bots okay, so if it switches to teleport, and then we'll add once here. Do once. Pause the animation of Crusher bot. There we go. And so that basically will make it where when it like jumps up, the shadow will stay paused, so it's like the tiny shadow. And then we're gonna have it where if the animation is teleport and the Crusher bot distance between it and the players is, let's say, 20 pixels, or within 20, you know, we'll say within 10 pixels. Then we will, and actually here for this too, we're also going to do there we go. And so we're going to make sure that it's not paused. So then if it is unpaused, then it's going to stop doing the animation. Or not stop doing it, it'll stop moving, but keep doing the animation, is what I meant to say. Okay. So it's that. Then it will resume the animation. Or actually, no, we want to do, yeah, if it's paused. There we go. Okay. So we got that. And then, yeah, so then whenever it gets really close to the player, it will resume the animation, and he will slam down. We can actually probably switch this to maybe like 280. We still want it to be pretty fast. Okay. Okie dokie, let's see. Alright, so let's just really quickly do a quick mini test just to see. Actually, wait, no, because he won't do his jump because we don't have anything set to make him do his jump. Okay. We're also going to give him the platform behavior. And let's adjust his hitbox because, yeah, as I assumed, which I completely forgot to check, his hitbox is not very accurate. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so we're going to say that whenever it's in the animation of teleport, CrusherBot behavior platform is deactivated so that, you know, it can go through the player. And then we'll have, if it's walking, then it will reactivate it. Alright, sweet. So that's going pretty good. Alright, so we got that. Move Crusher towards players. Yep. Things should jump back up in a second here. Just give it a little bit. And then it should start working better again. Just give it a second. There we go. Alright, so now the connection should be better again. I was just switching my Wi-Fi because this one was being a little bad for a second there. And so I was just adjusting that. Alright, sweet. So now it should be good. And yeah, now we can go back to doing this. Okay. So the way that this guy works originally is that he would have a timer, and it would just be every so-and-so amount of seconds he would jump. So it depends on if we want to do it that way or if we wanted to do it a different way. I think... let me think. Honestly, I think I will do it on a timer again, honestly. So we'll do... okay, so we have that, okay, good. So I also too really quickly want to do that, and then we're gonna have a particle effect up here, which we can probably actually, one sec. Explosion, I think it's explosion 2 at CrusherBot. Why? I'm sorry, I think it's explosion 2. One sec, let me double check. Because I'm pretty sure I made explosion 2. That's the one for like the smoke of the explosion and not the actual like kaboom itself. Explosion. Okay, never mind. I think it was the other way around. Yeah, okay, 1 is the smoke. Okay. So then we're going to do explosion 1 instead. There we go. Epic. So now whenever he lands, it'll have a little bit of a smoke kaboomy kaboom. You know, gotta make it look all fancy and whatnot. Okie dokie. So we got that. And so we're gonna toss this in here and we're gonna say CrusherBot on the scene is greater than 0. So if 1 is, you know, existing, we will start a timer on it. So we're gonna do CrusherBot timer, start or reset a timer, and we're gonna name the timer jump. And so we're gonna make it where once he does this little landing thing, that'll reset the timer. And then we'll just have it where right here we will go CrusherBot timer jump is greater than or equal to, let's say, 15 seconds. Then it will change its animation to the teleport one. Teleport. And then we will play a sound, because we have a sound for his little jumping thing. Just gotta find it. Actually, if I'm correct, I think his jump sound is the same as his stomp, but it's just like really sped up, if I'm correct. And like really high pitched, I think. And then for this, we're also going to create the smoke underneath him, so it kind of just looks like he's like popping up off the ground. Okay, you know, actually, let's do every 12 seconds. Or like once he like gets to like 12 seconds. And then I think too what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it where CrusherBot okay, actually, you know, let's try it for now. Let's see how that works. Eventually we also need to add his like big stomping sound effects whenever he's like running. So now we're just gonna wait for him to jump up. Yep, okay, that's the right sound. Oh, did I forget to one sec? Oh, yep, that's what it is. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna make it where... Okay, so you know, let's put this to like... We'll just do 10 seconds. And then we'll do, if the teleport is finished... Or actually, no, we don't need that. We need to do... Where is it? Okay, we'll do that. I don't know if the timer is 15 seconds. So basically, at 10 seconds, it'll jump up, and then it'll spend about 5 seconds chasing you. And then once those 5 seconds are over, it'll do its little slam down. Okay. So I was like, oh no, he's chasing me. Oh, no, he's chasing me. Oh no, he's chasing me. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, so he jumps up. His shadow stays like over me for a little bit. And then, yeah, and then he slams back down. Perfect. Obviously right now I can't take damage from him because, you know, what's it called? The whole, I'm not choosing a card. A bit late to the stream. Well, Necro, I have a surprise for you. Guess who we basically, I'm pretty sure, actually just finished making. One sec, I also need to adjust his health bar. Because he has pretty high health. He has 150. Which is like a shit ton. And then we also just need to add his stomping sounds. Let me also slow this down a tiny bit. So like that. There we go. And so now we're just going to go into here. We're going to go, if he is walking. Current frame is equal to 0. Now we're going to go down here and add the same thing, but equal to 1. Since when it comes to animation frames, like when it when you look at these here, normally you would think it's, you know, 1 and 2, but when it comes to this, it starts at 0, and so it's 0 and then 1. Zero idea on who you just finished. It's lost on me. Well, I just finished adding the fancy Crusher bot, and I'm just adding in little extra sound effects right now. And then you can be like, oh my god, guys, that's my favorite boss. Alright, so we're gonna play sound. We're gonna go find wherever the fuck his footstep sound is. Let's see. Oh, my bad, I'm a dumbass. My bad. My B. My bad it did. Alright, let's find... Where is this guy's walking sound? I'm looking. I'm looking. I am not seeing it. I wonder if I also did the stomp sound, but I just like made it faster. Like if I did like 1.4 or something. And like 1.6. And then just like lowered the volume. I guess still need one way to find out. And so I just want to make sure that this isn't like too fast. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. We're just gonna slow this animation down by a tiny bit more. But hey, that sounded roughly about what his stomp sounded like. Yeah, that's pretty fucking intimidating. Alright, sweet. And so now we're just gonna try this with the character. Yep, that's our good old Crusher bot. Ow. Nice, he does that, he follows me, sweet. Good, and then he slams back down, does his little get back up. Sweet, perfect. Wait, I'm gonna get him with this. Fuck, no, I missed that barrel! And then if I'm correct, yeah, he should not be able to take damage. Perfect. Beautiful. Now look at that! Yay! No, we just gotta fucking kill him. He's like, my ears. Okay, well yeah, there's that. Also, wait one sec. Let me also just double check. You guys can see this, right? Oh my god, you guys weren't even able to see that, were you? Oh, that's tragic. One sec. You know, one sec. I'm gonna create another duplicate of this. One sec. Add window capture. I'm gonna do preview 2 because I noticed that the preview always switches between like 2 different names. And so I'm just gonna like make both of those so then I don't have to constantly check if it's there or not. Bam. So now, no matter which one it's on, you'll see it anyway. Big brain. Alright, so we're just gonna go in here. My god, this hurts. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should lower his health a little bit. Or maybe his speed, I think. I think that might be the issue, is he moves a little fucking fast. Let's do like 150. Maybe that'll be a little nicer. I'm gonna like lift this up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just as terrifying. Truly majestic. Okay, we're gonna do that. There we go. Alright, so now a stomping sound should be good. Perfect. And then I am actually, okay, I'm gonna lower this a little bit more. I'm gonna like shrink that down a bit. There we go. And then for this, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit more. So then whenever he does a slam back down, he like takes a second to get back up. Alright, so we got that. So Crusher Bot is basically back to the way that he was. I think for its health, I might drop down to 125. Just make that a little bit better. Oh, that sucks, Mega Dick. Wait one sec. Wait, so if I click that... Okay, I clicked move objects. Okay. One sec, I just gotta test something really quick, because I might have just accidentally did a big oopsie. Like a misclick that could have potentially really fucked things up. Oh god. Well, specifically for one thing. I'm just really hoping I didn't. That would suck super bad. One sec. Please, please work. Please work just fine. Please, I beg. Ah, I did fuck it up. Oh my god, that's annoying as hell. Okay, one sec. Okay, oh, okay, it's just because I renamed it differently. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, this will be okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. It'll be okay, guys. It'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. Jumping on 2 second chips, a bunch of chips. Epic, epic. Very epic. Alright. I think I fixed whatever the problem was. Oh fuck, I just got it twice in a row and then, okay, I'm freaking out too much, okay. Oh, okay, thank god. Okay, it works again, we're good. I fixed it. I fixed the problem. Holy shit, that was fucking terrifying. Accidentally deleting something in a game is the scariest thing in the fucking universe. Also, holy shit, the game volume is loud. Yeah, that's why we have the thing on the main menu with the fucking settings slider, dude. Alright, so we're also too really quickly going to okay, so it was low graphics mode. Okay. So we're gonna go to up here, and I'm also just gonna add in this where is it? It's in settings here. Alright, one second. I'm also gonna move this over there then. Okay, it's true. We'll do we'll just do there we go. We're just doing this really quick because we might as well just add this really quick, you know. Did I add them to anything else? I think it's just those, and yeah, I guess the scarecrow as well, right? Wait, did I add it to the scarecrows? Let me see. Oh, is it because I have low graphics mode turned on by default? One sec. Ah, low graphics is on by default. One sec, let me just open this real quick. Alright. Okay, that should be fine. Alright, sweet. Alright. So we got that all nice and set up. Very epic. Alright, so Crusher Bot should be done, if I'm correct, like completely. Obviously we'll do, you know, like I said, more rework and upgraded stuff that's all fancy and whatever later on. Oh, he just walks straight through like those, doesn't he? I mean, I guess at the same time though, in the boss room there's not going to be like, you know, things like that. So I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, I guess we could also do really quickly go in here and we'll do her separate. And so if I do this, he should be able to. There we go. He like gets stuck on them and like walks around them and shit. There we go. I think also I'm gonna actually classify the boom barrel as a solid. And then, alright, it should be good. Pretty nice. Alright, this should be good. So now we have him done. We have the static, which static is basically just a shadow seeker, except it doesn't teleport. Yeah, it doesn't teleport, and then it has the like hands instead. So it's like, it's pretty simple enemy. Obviously, again, like I said, when I do the giant boss reworking update eventually in the future, where like I'm gonna rework a bunch of how the bosses look and how they attack, then obviously I'll make it way more advanced. But for now, we'll keep it the good old simple fashion way. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. Okay. We have that. Okay, we got that. There was one thing that I kind of wanted to try. So like, for example, if I just do this, I kind of just want to see if it like works or if it just does like in a square around it. Oh wait, does that actually work? Oh wait, it actually kind of looks like it does. One sec. Wow, it actually like kind of does work. Oh, it's like a weird like green screenish effect. Honestly, I kind of like that a little bit. Yeah, we'll try that out. We'll mess around with that a little. All right, so let's go into here. We got that. And then we're gonna go to door blockers, and we're also gonna add that and the crusher bot. I would say in this one we could actually probably put it in the simple AI category, because it functions like that way. See, and then we can do this. We can add pathfinding back in. Okay. I'd say its max speed isn't like too crazy fast. It's pretty fast compared to some of the other ones, but it's not like too crazy. The main thing that's kind of a threat is the hands that it has, which we'll have to add here in a second. Alright, we gotta add in the simple AI. Okay, should be good. Its health is like really fucking high. It's like 500, I think. I think I might have even done more, since by the time you get there, you're usually like crazy stacked with like items and shit. Alright, so we got that. So let me just double check again. Actually, here, let's try it with the character so we can like shoot at it and see if doing damage to it works and if it does damage right. I did not mean to poison him, but I mean, hey, it works. Alright, sweet. So we got that. And then we do have to increase his damage that he does. So let me go into here really quick. Or actually, no, I guess because his hands also do damage. Okay, yeah, no, so we'll just leave that then. We'll leave that for now. Alright, so then let's add his hands then, might as well. And those things, actually, we can probably, I would say they function a lot like the Seeker missiles, like the mini Seekers. They just, obviously one look like giant hands, but, so we'll do static hands. And I'll just remove this here. And so they work a lot like this, where it like rotates and like moves towards you. It's just when they touch you, instead of doing damage, or like deleting themselves, they grab you and then pull you to the static. It's a little weird. And coding them the first time, I did not the best job. So I will definitely try to work on that. Alright. So we have hand. just like, wow, guys. Oh my god, he has a hand. So we're going to delete this really quick, and then we're going to go to this, and we're going to give him the same effects as these. Or actually, we can just do copy all effects. Forgot about that button. W button right there. Paste. There we go. So then it takes damage the same way, looks the same like that. For the point of origin, we're going to put it right about here, so it rotates from there. It should be good. For the hitbox, we want it to be mostly the like palm-ish area of the hand, like right about there. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll try doing it like this. We'll see how this goes. Okay. So actually, we'll set this up and then we'll set it up to each individual hand. Alright. So we'll say the static hand L for just the left one. And then that we can get rid of because it doesn't function like that. That we can also get rid of. And that we can keep. Alrighty. And so then we're going to go into this. And because we want the hand to also function like an enemy. So if we like tosses in, oh yeah, it's got fucking 0 health. Of course it. Forgot about that. We're just gonna. Can I copy multiple of these at once? I can. There we go. We're just gonna do that. Perfect. So for speed, they move a lot faster. For health, they don't have nearly as much health. I think they had about 50 health each. But they can regenerate, so killing the hand does not just like completely stop it from working. Okay, so let me just double check that it like visually looks fine too. Okay, good. Alright, and so for the hand, we're gonna go over here actually. Okie dokie, so we're gonna go to bosses, close that up, go this, that. Alright, so we're going to have well, yeah, that. Static past. 50. It's not within. So we'll say if it's not within, yeah, 250 pixels distance, maybe a little more, maybe 300. And then we will do hand, add force switch position, past, point, okay. All right. So I just want to double check how this looks really quick. Okay, so we'll say, let's do like 200. 50. Okay. Okay. And we'll save that. Okay. We're just gonna do this. Okay. So we have that. Two stack of paths. Yep. Okay. Okay, one second. Let me just double check here. So, okay, just out of curiosity, I kind of just want to trash real quick. Okay, so yeah, so if it's close to me and close to it, it'll like reach outwards. Okay. And so then, let's say... that. And we'll say if it is in collision with player. So if you like, actually one second, so let's go. Okay, that should be good. Okay, good. So now he can like grab me, and then yeah, and then if he's too far away, he'll like put his hand back. And if he gets out closer, he'll try to grab me and then he'll pull me to him. Okay, so let's try 300 so we can increase his range for grabbing a little bit. Okay. One sec. We're gonna remove some of these so it's just like a little more spacious in the room, so we can like test some of this out. I'm just gonna like move these guys upwards a little bit too, and just to give us a little bit more room to like, you know. Okay, so he's trying to grab me, and then if he gets me, he like pulls me over. Okay, so what if I want to try to like get far enough away where he has to like recall his hand. Okay, so let's say Okay, that's honestly 250 might actually be good. Because I don't want him to be able to reach like too far out. Yeah, and then if he grabs me, he like pulls me back over and starts like, you know, attacking me and shit. And you have to like dodge to get out of his hand. Okay. That's pretty good. Alright. Alright. And so I'm just gonna replace and then do left hand. Then we're gonna copy this and do one for the right hand. So originally he had 3 hands, but I think I might actually swap it just down to 2. So then he just has 2 hands, but they like function a little bit more sophisticatedly compared to his original, where they were more like almost like projectiles, sort of. And so for the right hand, we're literally just going to flip it. Okay, so he has the 2 hands. Same health, same speed. Okay. And then we're just going to replace all this with the right hand. And then we're going to switch this from left H to right. Let's do that. Alright, and so now the right hand should also function properly. Okay, so the only thing is his hands are a little oddly shaped. Okay, so I think in that case, I think we're actually just going to flip this hand back to the way the other one is. I think the other thing too, though, is I'm going to make it where the hands, like, collide with each other. Okay, let's try doing this, see how this looks. Okay, I think I'm gonna make the hands a little bigger towards the back so that they kind of push each other away from each other a little bit easier. I'm still gonna try to keep it like a little bit shorter up in the front where they're like, you know, actually grabbing you. Because I don't want it to be like, you know, too absolutely bullshit. I mean, granted though, again, you can always dash out of them as long as you like don't panic and freak the fuck out whenever you get grabbed. You know, you just gotta keep your cool and keep the hands off. There we go. So now it looks a little bit more like he's like reaching with like, you know, 2 separate hands. It's terrifying. And then you can see too, if he tries to reach too far, his hand kind of just like, you know, stops reaching. There we go. That's, yeah, that's a lot more how it was supposed to originally be. And then, yeah, if he grabs me, like, starts pulling me up close and shit. And then he starts, like, you know, trying to fucking mash me. Obviously, right there, I didn't take any damage because I'm not playing as a character. But if I do so, you'll see here in a second. It's pretty fucking scary. Because, you know, he just starts holding you down. And if you, like, don't dodge or anything, you're just gonna keep getting grabbed and, like, fucking smashed, basically. So it's like, if he grabs you, you have to dodge. And as you can see there too, his hands can take damage. Oh my god. So you see that I killed one of his hands. And so now, like, without his hands, he becomes, like, way less useful. And so for that, we basically just make it where, if none of his hands on the scene, so do 2, 0, and right. And so if both of them are broken, then we will start a timer for the static of the past. And we're going to call it hand regen. And so we'll just do once. So basically, if both of his hands are broken, then he will start the timer, which means that you can technically break one of his hands and then focus solely on him, and then you only have to worry about one hand. But that is kind of hard to do considering he shoves his hands out in front of him, so it makes it a little hard to shoot him without shooting his hands, which was kind of a thing I wanted to make with him, so that it's like you have to deal with the hands, and then whenever they come back, you still have to deal with them again. So it's like, you know, a reoccurring thing where it's like you have to try and get your damage in when you can. So yeah, so we're gonna do static timer. Hand regen is greater than, say, 20 seconds. Maybe that's too much. 15 seconds. Then we will create Y. Yeah, so then he will recreate the hands. And then let's do once. And then we'll also set it 2 to make sure that none of them are on the scene, so that he doesn't have duplicate hands. Because that would be really fucking scary. Gotcha, gotcha. Welcome back, Necro. Good to see you. Very epic. We are finishing up right now, actually, on adding the static of the past, so that's pretty exciting. We're also going to really quickly do greater than 0. Oh yeah, because we can't change the color. Ah, it's fine. We will adjust that later. Likely. Or actually, no, we can do this. We can just do... Let me go find... Ooh. Oh, I moved these. There we go. Okay, noise said 0.2. Let's like shrink that a little bit. There we go. Okay. Noise. I'm gonna do one. Let me also double check if it's noise and noise size that I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's just noise. Okay. So noise, we'll set it to 1. And then if it's equal to 0, then it will set it to 0.2. So basically, if there's one of these on the screen or on the scene or whatever, it'll make it the health bar look way more staticky. There we go. There. And you continue trying to, you know, grab me and shit. And trying to, you know, yeah, like pull me back so that he can fucking attack me and shit. Alright, sweet. So we got that all set up. So now he will, you know, reach for you and shit, as one does. Alrighty. And then all we just have to do is, yeah, if it's equal to 0, then we're also going to take... we're going to change its health. set to 0. So then if he dies, then his hands die too. Sweet. Alrighty. So that's pretty good. We also can really quickly add in this whole thing right here. And we're going to do we're just gonna really quickly go to the thing here. We're gonna add in or. So if either of them is, you know, there, then we'll do that. And then we'll do the same thing for this. Or actually, no, for this one, we would just have to check if it's both of them, if there's none of any. There we go. So now whenever this guy's on scene too, it'll also make it all dark and spooky like it did before with the other one. And you see he's like not trying to reach for you and shit. And so if you like get out there, he'll like pull you back in and shit. As one does. For these, okay good, they also don't have the platform effect to see if it, no he doesn't, okay sweet. Alrighty. Sweet. So yeah, that's basically Shadow Seeker, or not Shadow Seeker, the Static of the Past is done. And now we just have one more boss to add, which is the Chosen One, which is the Cultist boss. And the Chosen One is kind of similar to the Railgun, but if it was mixed with like the Big Bot. So it like runs and chases you like the normal Big Bot, but every once in a while it'll stop and fire a shit ton of lasers out of its 3 eyes at you. So that's pretty fun and scary. So yeah, so we're gonna add him in just a second here. I'm going to really quickly take a quick bathroom break. So I will be right back. But yeah, so that's pretty epic. We got 2 out of the 3 bosses that we need to add today. And then, yeah, then we can start on like room gen and stuff too. So that's pretty sick. All right, so I will be right back. Alrighty. I have returned. Epic. Alright, so yeah. So now we just need to add in the giant cultist boss. And so for that one, I think we're just gonna add this one. We're gonna chosen one. Okay, so we do that, and I'm just gonna go find the sprites for it, which are right here. There we go. Giant, terrifying motherfucker. And then I believe it had an animation specifically for shooting as well. Let me go find that. Let's see here. There it is. Quite terrifying. And so we can slow it down a little bit. Just so that people get somewhat of a reaction time to it. This we can also slow down a little too, since it moves a little bit slower. Alright. So let's add this big boy in. Chosen one. Chosen one. Alright. So now that we have that, so if I like open this up, you know, he'll kind of just be standing there doing his thing. But obviously right now he didn't do anything. Let's also really quickly set up his point of origins. Okay, we got that. And then for the hitbox, lift this up a little bit, maybe like right about there. Alright, that seems about right. Okay, so now we have that. One sec, I also want to check too. Very epic. I love how that little dude looks, Necro. He looks amazing. Very epic. W character design. I love the little paint on him. It's very epic. Fuck, I'm already yawning. Goddamn. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That looks really good. I love the paintbrush too. I can't wait to like add it to his hands. Like kind of like the sniper bot, where like he has a little like brush and he kind of like moves it around and like points it out wherever direction you're aiming at or like walking to. I feel like that'd be fun. So it's kind of like he's like following you with his brush. I feel like that'd be fun. Alright, so we got that. And now for this guy, we're gonna go into here. We're gonna open up this. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the chosen one. Alright, and so for this boss, let me think exactly how he worked. So obviously there's the, so here, let's start actually by just doing the animation stuff. Because that's always a good start. If I can't think of what to do off the top of my head. Alright, so walking and then charge. So if he's walking, then the chosen one will add a force toward the layers at, let's do 180 pixels per second. And then let's go into here. We'll do this. Do chosen one. Seed. Okay. Oh, fuck, I keep yelling. My god. Chosen one. Timer. Start a timer. Laser. And then we're gonna add once. Okay, and then whenever he's charging, we're going to play sound. We're gonna find the little charging sound that I have. Which I think might have actually been... is it this? My ears. I know that's the sound he made when he starts shooting, but that's definitely not the... oh, maybe it's the one that's literally titled Charge. Yeah, that's probably it. Do like 0.8, slow that down a little bit maybe. Or maybe 0.9. So do this. And we're gonna go in here, we're gonna do chosen one, timer, lasers, greater than 10 seconds. And then we'll do once. Chosen one, animation. We're gonna switch that to charge. Alright, so then once he charges, it'll play the sound when he starts charging up. And then we will have when the charge... do chosen one. Finished. Then he will start firing. Until the timer reaches like a certain number. So let's also really quickly go to this. Firing cooldown 0.05. So it's gonna be like pretty fucking fast. Not as fast as like the laser gun, but it'll be pretty goddamn close. Bullet speed variance. It should be fine. We should do okay. Got that. Firing arc. Do it's like 10. Okay, so the thing too is we also need to add points for the firing. So we're gonna do fire 1, fire 2, fire 3, because it needs 1 for each eye. And so we're gonna quickly go to the charge and find the final frame and do that. And so we're just gonna put one of these in each of the eyes, which looks pretty fucking spooky here in the little point of origin thing. And we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna have when the charge is finished, it will... I'll do chosen one. Fire bullets toward an object. Players X. Players Y. Or actually, no, that's where we wanted to shoot at. So for that, we're just gonna do enemy bullets at players, and we'll do at 400 pixels per second. We'll start with that. So we'll do chosen one point X, and we'll chosen one point Y. And we're just gonna type in fire, and then we're gonna add in the... we're just going to duplicate it here, and then we'll add in each individual thing. So we do that, and then we're going to copy this 2 more times. For this first one, we're going to click fire 1. For the second one, we're going to click fire 2. For this third one, we're going to click fire 3. There we go. And then we're going to do chosen one, firing, or firing cooldown is not active. So it's just gonna, keep shooting for a while. And then we'll do firing cooldown is less than, say like 18 seconds. So it should have about 8 seconds of firing. Okay, and then we're also gonna do chosen one has just fired, do once, play a sound. And we're gonna add that cold fire sound from earlier. We'll do random and range. We'll do 0.8 through 1.2. And do 10 for the volume. Okay. And then we'll say if it's charged, it's finished, and the timer is greater than or equal to 18 seconds, we will set the animation back to walking, and we will restart the timer. Alright, let's give this a try, see how this works. Hopefully it works well. Alright, so he chases pretty good. Then after enough time, he should stop and start firing at me. We'll also have to adjust his health, but we'll do that in a sec. Oh my god. It's a little terrifying. I'm gonna switch this down to that. Okay. One sec, I also want to check. Alright, so for his health, we'll give him 85. For the points. So that's fire 2, that's fire 1. So that's fire 3, okay. So I want it to be left eye's fire 1, right eye's fire 2. So then for fire 3, it's going to fire a piercing bullet. Which is something that wasn't in the original. So now he's going to have a piercing shot as well. To make him a little bit scarier. But also just to make, you know, a little bit more interesting. Oh, you know, I just realized why he's shooting, like, I was wondering why it looked so weird. His number of fucking bullets is 15, so he's firing 15 bullets out of every eye. I was wondering why that looked so fucking weird. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense. I was looking at it, I was like, that is totally a fucking spread of bullets. I was like, that is not one shot. Okay, so now it should look a lot better now. There we go. Okay, so we got that. I'm also just going to probably set this to 0.8. And then we're going to set this to like 5 so that the volume's a little bit lower. There we go. See, that's what we wanted. We wanted it to look like that. Okay, much better. And then he should start walking again. Also, I think I'm going to turn this from 18 seconds to 6 seconds. Or like to 16 seconds. So then he has 6 seconds of shooting. So he'll chase you for 10 seconds, shoot at you for 6 seconds, and then just keep going back and forth between us. So he's chasing, chasing, chasing. You know, I'll probably be shooting at him at this time. And then he'll stop. Fire at me for a bit. I'll have to, like, you know, try and fucking take cover. And then he'll go back to chasing. Perfect. Alright, I'd say that's pretty good. And then that's basically really all there is to him. Sweet. So now we got that. We can really quickly go into these things. We have him and the bosses. We're also going to put him under the cultist category so that he can be healed by cultists. So we're going to do chosen one. Which means that he can be healed by the sacrifice guys. Oh, dude. Retro, or not retro. Oh my god, I fucking called you retro again. Oh my god, I'm having a, like, error 259 brain rot. What the fuck? Okay, but, dude, Necro, that looks great. Holy shit, I love the, like, looks you came up for these, NPCs. That is a W. I love this. Good shit, dude. Holy fuck. You're really, like, honing in on your, like, Error 259, like, styled pixel art. Good shit, dude. You were doing great. I also want to say, yeah, thank you again, too, for, like, all the help with all this, like, making like little art things like that. Very helpful. It's very, very helpful. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that looks great. And it's also just really nice for me to see, like, you know, people being excited and like invested in the game and everything. and like making little fan stuff. That makes me very happy. That is very epic. I can't wait to add them in. Very epic. That is a W. A humongous W. A humongalagungalabungus. Humongbungalagungarus. That's right. Be amazed at my incredible articulateness. Alright, so we're gonna go to the character select really quick and we're gonna try shooting this cultist boss just to like make sure that they, you know, function right. Alright, looks good to me so far. I'm gonna get poisoned. Hehe, I poisoned the cultist. Wow, oh my god, when it's poisoned, its eyes look so fucking creepy. Oh my god, I actually hate that. I mean, like, I love it, but I hate that at the same time. Oh my god. That's like the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. That's like actually so fucking scary looking. God, goddamn. Who would have thought that that would be like a fucking horror show? Holy. Okay, W. Alright, so now I completely forgot, and I just noticed this while testing that, which is why we test things. I need to put them in here, because I forgot to. Chosen one. Boom. Sweet. Alright. One second. Oh my god, general. Out of the two, which styles do you like more? Ooh, oh, and like the term of concept? Ooh. That's a hard pick. I really love how both of the designs look. I can like already see like a lot of like stuff with both of them. I really like both of their art a lot. Ooh. Yeah, they both look really fucking good. Honestly, that's really hard to pick favorites. I really like both of them a lot. I think in general, in the concept of like what they do, I think I do like the idea of Gurg a little bit more, where he's like I love the fucking dialogue Yurikago with like the fucking, what's it called? Especially with like Jolt, for example, where it was like fucking supercharger make me strong, you know, me return favor. I every time I read something that Gurg was saying, I read it in like a super mutant voice from Fallout in my head, and it was that shit was great. I just love the thought of that. He's just like he's just a little dude. He's not the brightest, but he get the job done. And I love that. I always love characters like that where they're like a little dumb, but like in a endearing way, if you know what I mean. All right, sweet. So now we have that boss done, and now we can basically start on rune generation, which is kind of crazy that we're at that point. Before we start on rune generation though, as a little celebration, I'm gonna add in another fancy thing of necros. So let's see. Let me look through these things here. I think I might start adding some of the like broken down looking bots, because the abandoned factory floor has very little special enemies to it, and so I might add in some of those really quick. One sec, let me go here really quick. Alright, I'm gonna save this, or I'll copy that. One sec, you guys get to be amazed while I open Aseprite, and you can be like, oh my god guys, Aseprite's so cool! Because Aseprite is cool, and if you say otherwise, I will come to your house. No, no. That's a life hack right there. Just say Aseprite isn't cool, and then boom, you can have Stefano Gaming at your house right now. Wouldn't that be awesome, guys? Wouldn't that be so cool? Alright, we're gonna start with this one. If you guys can see this one, so let me just double check. Okay, you can see it. Sweet. Okay, wait one sec. Let me also resize it because, like... Yeah, like right about there. Yeah, I could definitely start on adding, yeah, like the pylon ones next. One sec. I'm just gonna add in this guy, because I feel like this guy will be really quick and easy to add, since I don't really have to do much animations. I don't even think I'd have to do any animations, since he kind of like floats, you know? Arms factory. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he does feel more like a, almost like a military type. Like he'd be in some sort of, yeah, like you said, like ammunitions or like armor, or not armor, like weapon factory type thing. They're making ballistic missiles on Era 259, guys. Oh, fuck, wait. Where did I save that file to? One sec. One sec. I saved it to the wrong folder. One sec. There we go. I want to save it into my downloads so then I can find it faster. Alright, and then we're just going to go to the flying bot, duplicate. We'll do broken flying bot. Boom. Double broken. Oh shit! I left a white pixel in there. Boom! It never happened. You never saw that. Big brain. Alright, so we got this. Alright, so for this one, I'm gonna adjust it a bit. I think instead of making him shoot, I'm just gonna add like little particles under him. Except I think for this one, I'm gonna make the particles look like sparks, almost. Like he's gonna have like sparks kind of shooting at the bottom of him. Or we'll add something kind of like that. Okay, so yeah, so for shooting, we're just gonna remove that because he don't shoot. He no shooty. So enemies, you're gonna go to flying bot. We're just gonna basically just copy paste this whole thing. And then we're just gonna adjust it a little bit. We'll do broken floaty dude. Too late, that's his canon name now. We're gonna, for now on, we're calling him broken floaty dude. Because he a floaty dude and he broke it. I know, right? So deep. So deep, guys. Alright, so we're just gonna do this. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We can just literally do just... Bam! And then we'll just increase his speed a little bit. Since he doesn't shoot. And then I think we're basically already done with him. So we can just like toss him in here really quick. We're also just gonna obviously, you know, add this into here really quick. Can you go enemy, not enemy projectiles, what the fuck am I talking about? Door blockers. And then we're also gonna just toss it up here too really quick just for easy access later. Beautiful. Alright, so we got that, and then we're just going to make a little effect that looks kind of like sparks. So let's get the flying particle, we'll just duplicate that. Flying sparks. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to create lines, because lines are probably better for like spark looking kind of looks to it. There we go. And then we'll get like a yellow and like a brighter yellow. Okay. Gravity is good. Okay, and then they get smaller over time. Okay, actually I'm kind of curious to see what this would look like. Like one time, I'm just gonna like spawn this in just to see it. Okay, actually that actually doesn't look that bad at all. What the fuck? That actually looks like incredible. One sec. Okay. And then let me just like toss these in here really quick. Oh, we need to. Oh. I forgot. One sec. First, I'm going to really quickly increase the gravity on these. Let's do like 200. And then also, let's say he moves a little bit faster. Let's try 80. And then we need to make the Z order of it way lower. Alright, now it's us. Okay, more gravity. Alright, we're just gonna like really highball it, and then we'll like adjust it to like 2. One sec, let me also too really quickly. What if I put it like really low? No, okay. If I put it really high. Let's see. Let's do like this. Oh, I think I see why. It's because it's not angled. Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, no, it's definitely not it. Yeah, I'm gonna try lowering this too. Let's see. Okay, it's a little bit better. Let's increase this a little bit more. Alright, that looks pretty decent. He's got like tiny little like spark trail. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll try lowering this a little bit more. Okay. We're so sorry, brother. I'm sorry, I could, if you want, I could try to do, let me see if I can find it really quick. I think it's sway, if I'm correct.
Yeah, we hitting the goal. For real, going hard like I'm out of patrol.
And so let me see how this
Got a
looks.
feeling deep in my soul, sneak into your heart, I ain't paying a toll. And I mean it, I ain't no troll. Put us two together and you feel so whole. How for your heart is my role. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just here, taking
Let's try and do a little more now, right? Alright, so now he has kind of like a little bit of a teetering thing. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, like on the stream. It might be a little bit hard to see. But he kind of like wobbles a little bit. Here, I'll try and like hold still so you can kind of see it a little. Ah, he's pushing me away. Ah. But yeah, he kind of like wobbles a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I mean, I can make it a little bit more intense, but I don't want it to be like too noticeable. You know, I want it to be like slightly subtle. Let me try like this, maybe. Maybe that'll be a little bit more noticeable. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. He kind of like has like a little bit of a sway to him. He like kind of wobbles. Yeah, you like that? Okay, so alright. So yeah, so we'll keep that in. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tone that down a tiny bit more, kind of back to where it was before, but like a little bit, a tiny bit faster, or like a little bit more. Alright, there we go. So now we have like a little bit of sparks and that thing here. And then we can also just go in here really quick and add in the whole, what's it called?
Yeah, we hitting the goal. For real, going hard like I'm not a patrol. Got a feeling deep in my soul, sneak into your heart, I ain't playing it toll.
Alright, just gonna go in here. Let's do this.
I love you, just forget that. Start making up fears like Mad Hatter, because I'm yours, my only one. In my eyes, you're the shining sun.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's go in here really quick, test this out. Alright, sweet, so he does damage good. Perfect. Alright. I also kind of want to test, just gonna like add these ones back in, specifically because those ones are used more often for testing and whatnot. But I'm gonna, what's it called? I'm gonna add him. And I'm gonna add the... so there's a couple like things I want to... Alright, here, we'll start by trying this one first. But I really want to try and see what the world item looks like on them. So I'm just gonna like add an extra tier 5 here just so it's more awesome. I love seeing how it looks like with each of the different like enemies. And so I really want to see what the world looks like with oh, he still sways a little bit too. I like that. You can see his sparks too, they turn blue. Oh yeah, and then we have to make it where if he dies he removes the sparks. One sec. Zero. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so we got that. So now that we have him added in, I really want to see how some of the bosses look with that, because I really want to see that. I'm very excited. Let's try... Actually, we already tried the Shadow Seeker. I really want to see what it looks like with static. Like, if I take, like, that, and then I give him his hands. Let me spawn in his hands. Where the fuck are they? They're in here, yeah. Just like give him his hands. Oh god, I'm gonna have to like reroll to see if I got it. Oh, there we go. Oh fuck, oh I forgot to choose a character, damn it. We're trying to see what it looks like with each of the different bosses. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please. I'm frightened. I don't like how his hand creeps onto the screen like that. Oh fuck, I just had it. Oh, there we go. Aha! God, he looks fucking just as terrifying. No, don't touch me! God, static, in a way too, his static moves like around like a green screen too whenever you like move around them. I really like that. Ah, don't touch me! No, I don't like it. We're gonna grab this. Now we get that hella damage. How to beat Static of the past. Oh, he's touching me! Ah, we broke his hands. Hee hee. Imagine getting your hands broken. Couldn't be me. What an idiot. R. He's almost dead. Now just wait for his hands to regenerate. Die, you fiend. Alright. The good ending. Yeah. Okay. So we got Static of the Past tested, and then I also really wanted to test it on this guy, because I forgot to test it on him too. Oh, I just got it. Wait. I shall get it again, I swear. There we go. God, he looks creepy too. He looks like a fucking hive from Destiny. Alright, I want to see him start shooting. That's what I really want to see. Oh. Ah, you fool! You didn't expect the rainbow! Ah, fuck. Rainbows are water, though. Aha, you fool. Is that actually kind of... That was, like, very magical looking. I want to see that. How to crash your game in Error 259, the tutorial. Oh yeah, that'll do it. That was majestic. That was truly magical. Alrighty. That's pretty epic. So nice. So we added another enemy for the abandoned floor. So that's pretty nice. We added, yeah, those main last bosses that we needed to add. Alright. I think we can get to room generation now. If we want to start working on that and not suffering, or if we want to save that for another stream, considering this one is getting close to 2 hours. Or I could just spend the rest of the stream adding in extra tiny little enemies, and then we could do room generation next stream. Oh wait, fuck, I forgot to move him in here. There we go. There we go. What a nice little lad. What do you guys think? Should we start working on room generation, or should we start adding in room gen next stream, focus on adding fewer? Yeah, I agree with that. All right, let's look through these here real quick. Let's see what we want to add in next. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, we can start adding the shield one. The only thing is I don't know exactly how we're going to make it work, or like what we're going to make it do that won't mess up a current system we have. That's the only worry I have with this one. I'm trying to think. Okay, just gonna add that. do this, and then we're just gonna give it a tiny little animation like all the other pylons, where it just kind of bobs up and down slowly. Except this one I'm gonna slow it down a little bit more since the supercharge is supposed to move a little bit faster. I'm also gonna move this to the abandoned floor as well, since it's got that like orangish color, and orange equal rusty, even though that's technically not what this is. Let's see. Anyone in the room, shield, extend, damage the enemies. Gotcha. Let me think. Okay, I think I have an idea of something I could do for that, but the only thing that sucks is that I'm gonna have to go through and add something to every single enemy really quick. And that'll be a little bit of a pain, but I will do it. I will do it for you, Necro. Enemies that I'm not gonna add it to because, like, you know, boombots, for example, spider mines, you know, things like that. You know, I might make it though where it's like one of those things where it's like it is only enemies on the certain floor, since I'm probably gonna put on the abandoned factory floor, since I don't have healing pylons. Okay, let's do that. You know, fuck it, sure. We'll add it to the baby bot too. Alright, so we're gonna say... Okay, let's go through these really quick. So we're gonna say, and we'll say that, well, you know, we'll just toss them here. Say if there is a shield pylon on the scene, then we will say enemies. Or actually here, we'll start by just doing like this, and then we'll go. Effect. Shield, yes. And then we'll switch that to EMB. And then we're also gonna go Boolean variable. True. That's the only issue though, is like disabling that. Okay, we're gonna do this. less than or equal to. Okay. Okay, I think I've found a workaround to make this work. So, just normally, it'll sit here and just do this. It'll just, you know, or fuck, wait. Sec. Okay, so if I go into this, you see it just, you know, does this normal animation or whatever. If I go into here, you know, and I shoot it. Oh wait, I need to give it a hitbox. Oh wait, no, because it does have one. Yeah, fuck, that's a real problem. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll do like this. Alright, let's try it like this then, maybe. Okay, that makes this a little bit more manageable. Okay, then we'll do alright, now let's give that a try. So if I'm correct, I should be able to shoot it just fine, and it should be able to die in one shot. Okay, I guess not in one shot. Okay, now let's give it a try. Okay. Okay. So just for testing reasons, I'm just gonna like spawn this guy in. Actually, no, we'll spawn in a scrap turret. Okay, so with the shield thing, it has that little aura, and I can't shoot it. My bullets just go through it and don't do anything. Okay, but then if I shoot it, then it breaks, and then I can attack it like normal. Hopefully that's good enough. Okay, so I'd have to just do this, and then I'd have to do... Okay. Whew. That was a little scary to add because I had to like mess with some stuff and it was a little risky, but now it should work with all of them. Okay, good. So they both work. Ow, that hurts a lot. So I can't shoot them. Sweet. They can't be shot, as you can see. I'm shooting in it won't do anything. But then if I shoot this, it breaks immediately, it gets rid of their shields, and then I can shoot them. That good? Question mark. Also, one sec, I swear I just picked up the iMac and it's a damage up. It does say damage up. That's supposed to say accuracy up. There we go. Whew. More enemy now. Oh god. Am I earning this Patreon subscription? No, I'm joking. I'm slaving away for that shit. Alright, one sec. I also just want to really quickly double check that you can kill this thing when it's on its own now. Not that it would really be in a room at a time. Okay, good. Good. Before it was like literally immortal. Sweet. Alright, double. Not double. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm having a stroke. W is what I meant to say. Also, hey, we're 2 hours into the stream. It's about to be 1 a.m. Very epic. Alright. So we have that. Okay. You know what? Now we'll add a cultist floor enemy because we need more of those now. Ooh, I kind of want to add this one. That one's really cool. But that one's, animation-wise, that might be a little hard. Okay, this guy, I need to fit into the thingy. Okay, so one sec, I'm gonna go 48 by 48. And then we're gonna put him in there because he's too big. Alright. Also, question, Necro. For this enemy here specifically, do you want it to be moving? In the sense of like towards or away from the player? Like, do you want it to like run and hide into a corner kind of thing? Or do you want it to just like float and kind of like slowly do like a thing like this? Where it like slowly moves up and down? Like, do you want it to basically be stationary or do you want it like constantly like flying around to other areas? Because I didn't know if you want it to like fly away from the player to like try and hide so it can create more bots, or if you want it to like fly towards the player so then whenever it creates a bot it's closer. I just didn't know like what kind of idea you had for that. I also kind of want to... I'm gonna do a tiny bit of tweaking to your pixel art here. Just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a shit ton. No, I'm kidding. I kind of like how those horns look. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it mostly just stays stationary. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, I like the idea. Okay, that looks good. That looks like that's not supposed to be like that. Okay. There you go. I'm kind of thinking, one sec. I kind of want to see what it looks like if I remove these two. Just gonna remove that out of the way really quick. That also would go there. Okay, that's good. Corner's good. Good. Okay. Just double checking the double black outline really quick. And then normally would put black down here too, but for the fire, I'm just like leaving the outline off of it. Alright, sweet. You're creating little demonic flames when they die. Little demonic flames. Depends on what you mean. Like if you want like kind of like the explosion effect, but like if you want I could do like a little like reddish like one, or I could do like little like sigil type things that like appear when it explodes. Yeah, I could definitely do that. If you want like some super in-depth animation of like a fucking flame doing fancy flame stuff, maybe not as much, but I could definitely add some extra particle effects when it dies if you want, yeah. That'd be pretty fancy schmancy if I do so myself. Okay, so the thing is, what do we wanna relate this to more? I'm gonna say bot factory, because that's probably, say demon factory. We'll toss it up here. Yeah, because I feel like in similarity-wise, it's the closest to this one. I mean, like, yes, it does fly like the other thing, but I think mechanic-wise, it's closer to this. So we're gonna treat it like it's one of these. Oh yeah, speaking of things when they die, I need to add the little like black oil stains on the ground whenever enemies take damage and like die. I completely forgot to do that. But hey, you know, that's we'll get to that. We'll get to that like in just a second here actually. Alright, so we're gonna start with this thing's face being completely blacked out. We're just gonna create a bunch of copies of that. And then we're gonna have a very dark red. We're gonna slowly increase the brightness of that red. I know you guys currently can't see what I'm doing, but just trust the process. I'm currently making like the animation for the thing coming out of here. Okay, so now whenever it like, you know, creates one of those little mini bots, it'll do that and it'll reset. And then it'll create one out of its face. Epic. Alright, so now we have the little thing there so that it creates its little mini bots. Okay, so that's good. Alright. So we got that. For health, we'll give it a pretty decent amount. Let's give it like 8. So it's like a little bit more of like a, you know, thing to deal with. Alright, so let's try and add them in really quick. There we go. So we do Demon Factory. Demon Factory, go down to here. Demon Factory. Perfect. Okay. We got that. I'm also going to quickly go down to here. We're going to go to effects. Explosion 2. We're going to call it explosion 3. And it would be like red. It's like a dark reddish ending. And then we're going to half this so then it's more in the middle. So then whenever it explodes, it has like a much neater looking fancy explosion. Okay. So we got that. Oh, okay, gotcha. I see what you mean by like, yeah, like literal ground hazard. I don't know if we'll add the ground hazard right now, but eventually once I start adding and things like that, that'll probably be after the giant release. When I start adding ground hazard type enemies or entities or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the once I do add that, like kind of like with the chemical barrel thing you had with like the acid on the ground, I'll eventually, once I start adding stuff like that, I'll add in, yeah, like fire on the ground, some other stuff, and then I'll make it, yeah, where whenever these guys die, it creates it on the floor. But that'll probably be after the giant update. Okay, so we got this. Add this right here. Okay, I just want to test something really quick to see how it looks.
Boom, I'm up in my room, spitting straight fire. That's bold to assume. I am a new hire. I'm fresh out the womb, but I'm making an impact. I'm making a boom. That's more like what I'm used to. But this is something I choose to do. Gotta get out, try making it boom.
Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now it's a little bit slower. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to make it, yeah, where if the player gets too close, it starts moving away. Go here. What's this? Demon. Bot. And then we'll do if Demon Factory, distance between that and the player is lower than, say, 300 pixels. Then Demon Factory, add a force toward the player, but we're going to do a negative amount of pixels, so then it goes backwards. So, in other words, it basically goes in the exact opposite direction of the player whenever you get too close. So if I start getting close here, you start, you know, moving away. Obviously, right there, you kind of just, you know, flew off into the fucking non-existence. I am going to lower this, though, to, like, 150, maybe. And then I think I'm going to make him move slower, too. Okay, so then we're also gonna do it's gonna go in here. And B. There we go. Okay, so now if he goes into a wall, he should stop. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say his hitbox is a little off. There we go. That, point of origins. We'll put it right down here, and then we'll put the damage number right on his forehead. Alrighty, so let's see here. So now if I start getting close, he starts moving away. Alright, I am going to actually increase that distance a little bit though. I'm going to put it to like 200 pixels. Okay. So now I'll start moving away, and then we're going to go to the bot factory thing. And we're basically just going to copy paste this into the demon bot area as well. Okay. Just gotta find what frame that is. 16. Okay. Try this. Okay. And then eventually we'll switch out the ultra mini bots with, you know, whatever the like little demon thing is that we'll add eventually. Alright, so let me just double check that this works. Oh. And then if I like chase him, he starts to like run away. And they keep spawning more of them. Until eventually he's just like hiding in the corner basically. Alright, sweet. So we got that, and then we're also going to really quickly, because I completely forgot somehow. Okay. Can do that. And then we're also going to change this to 16. There we go. Okay, so now it'll look like its fire is also kind of moving. There we go. So then that just, you know, looks a little bit more moving. Alright, good. So now that works good. And now we just need to make it where whenever it dies, it, you know, does the kaboomy kaboom. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so let's see if this works really quick, and then if not, then we'll just, you know, adjust it a different way. Alright, so now though, if I do enough damage to it, it should do its, you know, little kaboom with some red as well, rather than the normal explosion. Die, you fiend. Hey, there we go. Do you see that right there? I don't know if you could see that or not. You know, maybe I'll go into there and I'll do this. So then it lasts a bit longer. Alright, hopefully this time you guys will be able to see the little red explosion pretty good. Yeah, let me just grab this so it just one shots in. Okay, that might have been a little too fast. There you go. So now whenever he explodes, he has like a little bit of like a... Well, it's not really a little bit, but he's got, yeah, like a red explosion. Perfectly demonic. Perfect. Alright, sweet. Epic. So now he's got a little red explosion when he dies, which is
pretty cool, if I do say so myself.
And I do. Alright. So then we're going to go down here and we're just going to toss that into here as well. There we go. Sweet. So now whenever he dies, he makes the big kaboomity boom and the boomity boomity and the boopity boopity boop. Got him. Because we cool like that. Alright. Another enemy successfully added because we're cool. Alright, damn. We have done a lot so far this stream. We have added the rest of the bosses. We have added several new enemies, some being pretty damn intricate. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty damn good. And yeah, we've reached about 2.5 hours. God damn. And then yeah, it's a little past 1. I think for now I'm going to end the stream. And then tomorrow, depending on how everything goes, we might, yeah, start the big ass, super long, painful process. Well, it probably won't be as bad as I'm saying it is right now, but it'll be a little painful. Setting up the room generation. And so like, the main thing that kind of takes really long for room generation is, so one, I just have to set up the main thing of like, you know, when you go through the door, you go to a normal room, it has the room counter, all that stuff. Once I set up all that, it's not too bad. The only part that really takes super duper long after that is just creating room configurations, which is like the different possible rooms that could spawn. Because to do so, I basically have to have a random generator between, you know, however many we have. And you have to individually, so like let's say we have 10 different rooms and you get like room number 3, it'll check what code I have set for room number 3. And in order to do so, I have to basically get the exact XY coordinates of where I want every single thing in the room. Which is just kind of a pain in the ass, being like, I want a room that looks, for example, like this. If I want that to spawn as a possible room, I have to basically get the XY coordinates of each of these, and then make it where if you get that number, it'll create each of them in their correct coordinated spots. So the only part that takes a long time is just getting the coordinates of every single fucking thing and then copy pasting them all in. But once you get, you know, kind of in the hang of that, then it's not as bad. It's just a little like mind numbing because you're just doing the same fucking thing over and over and over again, making different rooms. But yeah, I'd say that was a pretty damn successful, very epic stream. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one later.